So, you're here because your laptop is slow, and I mean really slow. You know the feeling. You click on an icon, and you wait. You open a browser tab, and you go make a coffee. You see that spinning beach ball or that little blue circle more than you see your own desktop. It's frustrating, right? That feeling when a piece of tech that's supposed to make your life easier just becomes a bottleneck, a source of daily friction. We've all been there, staring at a screen, just willing it to catch up with our thoughts. It almost feels like the machine is personally trying to waste your time. But what if I told you that you don't necessarily need to drop $1,000, or $2,000, or $3,000 on a brand new machine? What if that old laptop you've been wanting to throw against a wall still has some life left in it? It's true. A lot of the time, performance degradation isn't a death sentence for your hardware. It's often just a combination of digital clutter, outdated components, and settings that haven't been optimized in years. The potential for a much faster experience is likely already sitting on your desk. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 concrete, actionable steps you can take right now to breathe new life into your old laptop. These aren't just vague suggestions, they are proven methods that can have a significant impact on your computer's speed and responsiveness. We'll cover everything from simple software cleanups to a couple of affordable hardware upgrades that offer the biggest bang for your buck. So, stick around, because by the end of this, your old laptop might just feel new again. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, and this one is probably the easiest place to start. Uninstalling programs you just don't use anymore. It sounds almost too simple, but you'd be surprised how much stuff accumulates on a laptop over the years. Think about it. That one piece of software you downloaded for a single project 3 years ago, that free game you tried once and forgot about, or all those pre-installed manufacturer bloatware apps that you've never, ever opened. They're all just sitting there, taking up valuable space on your drive. But it's not just about disk space. Many of these programs, even if you're not actively using them, run background processes. They have services that start up with your computer. They check for updates. They send notifications. And they consume a little slice of your CPU cycles and your RAM. Each one might only use a tiny amount of resources, but when you have dozens of them, it all adds up. It's like trying to run with a backpack full of small rocks. Each one is light, but together they weigh you down significantly. So, the process is straightforward. On Windows, you just head into the Apps and Features section in your settings. On a Mac, you can typically just drag the application from your Applications folder to the trash. Go through that list and be ruthless. If you don't recognize a program, or you haven't used it in the last 6 months, chances are you don't need it. Getting rid of this digital deadweight is the first and often most impactful free step. Background noise, and gives your essential applications more room to breathe. This isn't just about freeing up gigabytes, it's about reclaiming system resources. By trimming the fat, you're allowing your processor and memory to focus on the tasks you actually care about, like opening that browser tab, or loading that document. It's a foundational step. Before we even talk about spending money on upgrades, let's optimize what we already have. A cleaner system is a faster system, period. So take 10 minutes, do a full audit of your installed programs, and start uninstalling. You'll feel the difference. Okay, now for what is, in my opinion, the single most significant night and day difference you can make to an older laptop upgrading to a solid-state drive, or SSD. If your laptop is more than a few years old and you haven't done this, it's probably still running on a traditional hard disk drive, or HDD. And that is, without a doubt, the biggest performance bottleneck in your entire system. An HDD is a mechanical device, with a physical spinning platter and a red write head that moves back and forth to find your data. It's old technology. An SSD, on the other hand, has no moving parts. It's essentially a large, sophisticated flash drive. Think of it like this: an HDD is like a record player, where the needle has to physically move to the right track to play a song. An SSD is like streaming that same song instantly from the cloud. The difference in data access speed isn't just a little bit better, it's monumentally faster. We're talking about boot times going from a minute or more down to just 10 to 15 seconds. It's that dramatic. Everything you do on your computer involves reading or writing data, opening an application, loading a file, saving your work. Even just booting up the operating system, it all relies on your storage drive. When you switch to an SSD, every single one of those actions becomes incredibly snappy. Programs that used to take 30 seconds to launch now open almost instantly. The general feeling of responsiveness across the entire operating system, from opening the start menu to switching between apps, is just on another level. Now, this does require opening up your laptop, and the cost can range from maybe $30 to $100 depending on the size you need. But honestly, for the performance gain you get, it is the best money you will ever spend on a computer upgrade. It literally makes an old machine feel brand new. The process involves cloning your old drive to the new SSD and then physically swapping them. There are tons of great tutorials online for specific laptop models, and the kits often come with everything you need. If you only do one thing from this list, make it this one. Next up, let's talk about memory, or RAM. If the SSD is your laptop's speed for accessing files, RAM is its capacity for thinking about multiple things at once. RAM, or random access memory, is your computer's short-term workspace. Every application you open, every browser tab you have running, every document you're editing, it all lives in RAM for quick access. When you run out of this workspace, your computer has to start shuffling data back and forth to your main storage drive, which is a much slower process. This is what causes that classic slowdown when you have too many things open. You've got your browser with 20 tabs, a Word document, Spotify playing music, and maybe a photo editor running in the background. If your laptop only has, say, 4 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, it's probably struggling to keep all of that active at once. It starts using a part of your hard drive or SSD as virtual memory, and that's when you feel the lag. Everything feels sluggish, and switching between apps takes forever because the computer has to retrieve that app's data from slow storage. So, adding more RAM is like giving your computer a bigger desk to work on. With more physical memory available, it can keep more applications and data ready to go at a moment's notice, without needing to constantly dip into that slow virtual memory. This makes multitasking feel seamless. You can switch between dozens of browser tabs and heavy applications without your computer breaking a sweat. For most people today, 8 gigabytes is the bare minimum, but 16 gigabytes is really the sweet spot for smooth, everyday performance. Like the SSD upgrade, this one does involve opening up your laptop and it has a cost, but RAM is also relatively inexpensive, and for many laptops, it's one of the easiest upgrades to perform. Often there's a specific, easy-to-access panel on the bottom of the laptop just for the RAM slots. You just pop the old sticks out and click the new ones in. Before you buy, you'll need to check what type and speed of RAM your laptop supports, but a quick search for your model number will tell you everything you need to know. More RAM equals smoother multitasking, simple as that. Alright, let's move back to another free software-based tweak that can have a huge impact, especially on how fast your computer starts up. We're talking about managing your startup programs. When you install a new piece of software, a lot of them have the audacity to think they're important enough to launch every single time you turn on your computer. Spotify, Discord, Adobe Creative Cloud, your printer software, they all want to be ready and waiting for you from the moment you log in. The problem is, each of these programs starting up in the background adds to your boot time. Your laptop isn't just loading Windows or Mac OS, it's also trying to launch 10 other applications simultaneously. This puts a heavy load on your processor, RAM, and storage drive right from the get-go, making that initial experience feel incredibly slow. You finally get to your desktop, but you still have to wait another minute or two for the system to become responsive, because all these background apps are still finishing their startup routines. The good news is, you are in complete control of this. On Windows, you can just open the Task Manager. The shortcut is Ctrl+Shift+Escape, and click on the Startup tab. On a Mac, you'll find this under Login Items in your Users and Groups settings. Here, you'll see a list of every single application that's set to launch at startup, and you can simply disable the ones you don't need to have running immediately. The key here is to be critical about what truly needs to be there. Do you really need Spotify to open automatically, or can you just click it when you want to listen to music? Does your cloud storage need to sync the second you log in, or can it wait a few minutes? The answer is almost always no. The only things you should probably leave enabled are essential system processes and your antivirus software. By disabling everything else, you are drastically reducing the work your laptop has to do when it boots. This can shave a significant amount of time off your startup sequence and let you get to work faster. Last but not least, and this one might seem obvious, but it's so important that it has to be on the list, keeping your system updated. This means your operating system, your drivers, and even your main applications. Developers and manufacturers aren't just pushing out updates to add new features or change the look of an icon. A huge part of the update process is about optimization, security patches, and bug fixes, all of which contribute to a smoother, faster, and more stable experience. Think about your operating system, whether it's Windows or Mac OS. With every major and minor update, engineers at Microsoft and Apple are refining the code, figuring out how to make processes run more efficiently, how to manage memory better, and how to patch up security holes that could be exploited by malware, which by the way can seriously slow down your machine. Running an OS that's several years or even several months out of date means you're missing out on all of those under-the-hood performance improvements. The same goes for your drivers. Drivers are the specific pieces of software that allow your operating system to communicate with your hardware, your graphics card, your Wi-Fi chip, your motherboard chipset. Manufacturers like Nvidia, AMD, and Intel are constantly releasing new drivers that can unlock better performance, especially for graphics and gaming. An updated graphics driver can result in a noticeably smoother visual experience, not just in games, but across the entire OS. Keeping these up to date ensures your hardware is running at its full potential, so make it a habit. Once a week or so, just run a check for updates. On Windows, it's right there in your settings. On Mac, it's in System Settings. For graphics drivers, you can use the software provided by Nvidia or AMD. It's a simple, passive way to ensure your laptop is always running on the latest, most optimized, and most secure code available. A well-maintained and updated system is inherently going to perform better than one that's been neglected. It's the digital equivalent of getting a regular tune-up for your car. So there you have it. 5 solid tips to give your aging laptop a serious speed boost. We covered everything from the free and easy software tweaks like cleaning up startup programs and uninstalling junk, to the more hands-on hardware upgrades like an SSD and more RAM that deliver that, wow, this feels like a new computer moment. The key takeaway here is that you have options. Before you resign yourself to spending a fortune on a new device, it's absolutely worth investing a little bit of time, and maybe a little bit of money, into the machine you already own. The difference these changes can make is genuinely surprising. I really encourage you to try at least a couple of these out. Start with the free software tips, and if you're still hungry for more performance, seriously consider that SSD upgrade. It's a game changer. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. Drop a comment down below and let me know which tips you tried and what kind of speed improvements you're seeing. Did your boot time get cut in half? Does multitasking finally feel smooth? Share your results with the community. And of course, if you found this video helpful and you want more straightforward tech advice, straight advice and reviews and explainers like this is probably a good time to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. We're always diving deep into the tech that matters to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.